There's a moment most people recognize. You're finally alone. The noise of the day fades. Your body slows down. And just when you think your mind will rest, it happens. A conversation returns, not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, like it was waiting. Something you said, something you didn't say. A look on someone's face you still don't fully understand. You replay it, not because you want to, but because your mind pulls you back. And the strange part is, the moment is already over. Yet inside your head, it feels unfinished. This isn't random, and it isn't a flaw. It's something the human mind has been doing, long before you were aware of it. In my opinion, the human mind has a deep discomfort with things that feel unresolved. Not unfinished tasks, unfinished meaning. When a conversation ends, without clarity, without closure, without emotional resolution, the brain doesn't register it as complete. It registers it as open. And open loops demand attention. Your mind returns to the moment, not to torture you, but to understand it. What did that moment say about me? How did I come across? What did they really think? Psychology suggests that conversations are not just exchanges of words. They are mirrors. They reflect how we believe we are seen. And when that reflection feels unclear, the mind keeps looking. What's interesting is that the brain rarely replays entire days. It doesn't replay everything you did. It selects moments, often small ones. A sentence, a pause. A reaction, why? Because language is tied to identity. Words carry intention. They reveal boundaries. They expose vulnerability. In my view, this is why conversations carry emotional weight, long after the event itself has passed. Your brain isn't replaying the conversation itself. It's replaying what that conversation might mean, about who you are. Did I speak honestly? Did I protect myself? Did I say too much or not enough? These questions don't feel logical. They feel personal. And personal questions don't disappear easily. At some point, the replay becomes familiar. You imagine saying something different. You picture a better response, a calmer tone, a stronger boundary. The brain believes this rehearsal has purpose. Psychologists suggest the mind does this to prepare for the future, to avoid repeating perceived mistakes. But there's a quiet contradiction here. The past cannot be changed, and no new information is added. So the mind circles the same material, again and again. Thinking slowly turns into looping. In my opinion, this is where mental exhaustion begins. Not because the thought is heavy, but because it never moves forward. Have you noticed when these replays happen? Rarely during action. Rarely when you're busy. They arrive in stillness. At night, in the shower, while driving. When the external world quiets down, psychology suggests that when stimulation drops, the mind turns inward, and whatever was left unresolved comes forward. This is not weakness, it's availability. Your mind finally has space to speak. The problem is, it doesn't always speak clearly. Many people try to stop these thoughts, to distract themselves, to force silence. In my opinion, this often makes the loop stronger, because resistance keeps the thought important. The real shift doesn't come from stopping the replay. It comes from noticing it. The moment you recognize, this is my mind replaying an unfinished moment, something changes. You are no longer inside the conversation. You are observing the process. The thought may stay, but its grip loosens. Awareness doesn't erase the mind's habits. It softens their impact. If your mind replays old conversations, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means you care about meaning, about connection, about how you exist in the world. And that's deeply human. Now I'm curious. What kind of conversations stay with you the longest? The ones where you felt misunderstood, unheard, or the ones that ended too quickly? Share your experience in the comments. Someone reading it might recognize their own story. This is Mind Unseen.